Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I have 3 farmhouse DIYs for you. So let's get started with DIY number 1. So for this DIY I'm taking an old serving tray I had laying around. You can see there's some spots on it. I think there's some water gone over it or something. And I'm painting the sides in the color white. Antique white. From Rust-Oleum, and just the sides, not the middle of the plate, just the sides. So I'm painting away, and after you're done painting, I'm gonna take this block with scrapbook paper. I get it at Action here in Holland, but I think in America you can get it at Hobby Lobby maybe. And I'm choosing this one. It has the Eiffel Tower and some old letters. It's looking a little bit antique. And then I'm gonna measure it to size so it will fit the middle of my serving tray. So I'm taking my ruler out and I'm measuring, and I'm putting a dot on the side where I need to cut it. So when you have that cut to size, I'm taking just a regular glue stick to stick it down into the tray in the middle. You can use Mod Podge, but this works just as well, so I'm using this one. And then I'm gluing it down. So after it's down in the middle of the tray, I'm gonna take my Mod Podge so I can put a coat over it to protect it. So you can actually use it as a serving tray, and you can clean it if you spill something on it. When the Mod Podge is completely dry, I'm gonna take my jute twine. I've got mine from Action, but you can get it in at the Dollar Tree in America. And I'm gonna glue it around the rim of the scrapbook paper. I don't know if I'm explaining it correct, but you can see it, what I'm doing. So you're gluing it all the way around, so you have a nice clean edge. And here you see the end result of that. Then I'm gonna take my black chalkboard paint. You can buy it in Holland by an Action, and an old brush. And I'm dipping it slightly into the paint, and then I'm gonna go around the sides of the serving tray just to distress it. I like to distress my projects. If you don't like to distress it, don't do it. It's all your own preference. It's just what you will do with it. I don't mind, but I like distressing, so I will. So I'm distressing all the sides, and this is the end result. So if you're still here, thank you very much. Please consider subscribing to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. It would help me so much. Then we go on to DIY number 2. You're gonna need some terracotta pots for this, and a little tray that goes under the pot. And I'm gonna paint it in antique white by Waverly. I'm not gonna try and get full coverage because I want it to look old. So I'm giving it just a distressing coat of the paint and let it dry. I do that to the terracotta pot and the little tray that goes underneath it. I bought this terracotta pot at the, how do you call it in English? A garden center? Yeah, I think a garden center. It came in a pack of 6 or 8 pots. So that's where you can buy it here, but I think you can buy it in sets of 2 in Dollar Tree. But let me know in the comments down below, please. So this next part, my camera, I hit record but it didn't film it. I had these clear stamps and some black ink, and I'm stamping the stamps on the terracotta pots. But as I said, my camera, it turned on but it didn't film it, so I don't know what happened, but I don't have the footage. But here is the result of the stamping. And after you had the stamps put on and let it dry, I'm gonna take some Spanish moss and some succulents and some flower foam, and I'm gonna put it in the little terracotta pot and glue it to the bottom so that it will hold very nice. And then I'm gluing it down in 2 little pieces. And then I'm gonna take my Spanish moss and I'm cut it to size, to the how much I want to put in it. There I go. Just a little more. Yes, and then I am grabbing my succulents and I'm just putting them in the little pot. Like so. No rhyme or reason, just putting it in there. And here it is. I think it turned out adorable. And if you're still sticking around here, thank you very much. So let's get on to DIY number 3. For this DIY, you need a glass jar with a lid on, and I'm gonna paint it also in the color Antique White by Rust-Oleum. And I'm giving you a heads up first, I also lost footage from this video. I don't know what was wrong with my camera that day, but it didn't film it. It record only the sounds I make in my craft room, and I don't want to make you hear them. So I'm giving it 2 coats of Antique White by Rust-Oleum, letting it dry. Very good. It's a lot of painting I'm showing today. Alright, so just give it 2 coats. Let it dry, and then okay, still painting. I'll wait. There we go. I went on the internet and I found these French, how do you call it, etiquettes? Yes, etiquettes, I guess. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. How do you call this in English? And I'm cutting it out. I'm cutting. It's not very fast today, and I'm showing you a lot of footage, but hey. And there it is. So I have cut it out. After that, I take an old brush and some brown paint, and I'm going around the edges of the paper to give it a very old look. So it looks like it's been used a lot and handled a lot, and it's been a little bit dirty, all that sorts of things. So just the edges I'm doing, and when I'm showing you a lot of everything. And this is already the end result, but I used Mod Podge to put it on the jar, and the lid I also made in the same color brown as the etiquette, and I put a little bead on top. Here are all the 3 DIYs together. I think they turned out very cute. And this was all for today, so I hope to see you next time. Bye!